All right, this is Tech Talk 101, and I wanted to talk about this question I've gotten a lot in my 7 years of working in tech and IT, and my current working at like a tier one organization. Great place. I don't want to say it for privacy reasons, but yeah, this question I get all the time: do you need a degree for to work in IT? Now, whether you want to be a system admin, desktop support, help desk, system engineer, cloud engineer, and information security manager. There are many paths to take, or programmer, software engineer, blah blah blah. Just whatever in IT, tech, engineering, systems. Do you need a degree? Uh, this is like a double-edged sword, right? Like it helps, but it's not a necessity. And it's a great thing. This is one of the few fields where you don't need a degree and you can make six figures within 3 to 5 years. Now, don't believe the boot camps that tell you you're gonna make six figures after you get your boot camp certificate. That's a lie. They are lying to you. Okay, they are 100% lying to you. I've worked at some amazing companies and places. I've never met one person who's done a boot camp and then got a job working with us. So take that how you want it. And I worked in two of the best cities for tech and IT and engineering. Okay, so I'm just stating that out there. So do you need a degree? It helps. Okay, you don't need it. And a lot of people, there's this culture, this like hustle Wolf of Wall Street culture, where you guys, where people that never prized in intellectualism, intellect, knowledge, think that they can just walk into any corporation or place and after 3 months of study make six figures, make 80,000, make top 20% salary, which is like 75,000 or more for men. This is absurd. This is madness. Okay, guys. If you've never, if this, you might hate this. Okay, you might hate this, but if you can't name the last book you read, or a field of literature you like, or a field of study you like, you probably will not be any good in IT. Okay, you probably don't have the determination and the ability to be a self-starter to succeed in this at a high level. And I'm talking about like get a job as a engineer, system engineer, chief architect, chief engineer, director, C-suite executive for tech. You probably won't make it. Now especially if you don't have a degree, you think you're just gonna hop on, it won't work. All right, there's a high barrier of entry in IT, tech, engineering. A huge barrier to entry. That's intellect and an ability to solve problems fast. If you're not an amazing problem solver, I'm talking about top 5% out of like 100 people, you probably won't make it. And it sucks, and it is, but this is reality. There's a lot of people who want to sell you dreams that you're going to be, coding in your house or managing a server farm from your house, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to have the perfect life. You're going to see these commercials, these boot camp commercials. You're going to see people saying that, and it's false. It's not reality. Okay. So a degree helps. It helps a lot. Now, the people that I've worked with, that did not have a degree, this is no exaggeration. They're probably truly some of the most gifted people in logic and problem solving that exists in America. This is just a fact. A lot of people hate this, so they hate that fact. They hate that. They say, well, if you study hard enough, yeah, but there's a natural. No matter how hard I try, I could play basketball for the next 15 years, or you could play basketball for 20 years from age, 6 to 26. But if you don't have the natural talent, physique, and size, you will never be as good as the worst player in the NBA. He will always be closer to Michael Jordan than you are closer to him. Okay, watch Brian Scalabrine and the White Mamba go against average guys in basketball. Okay, so Brian Scalabrine was an 11-year NBA player. He was a bad NBA player, but then he played 11 years. So people thought that just because you're a bad NBA player, that means you're a bad basketball player. And this is completely wrong and utterly false. So he played against regular guys and even some college basketball players, and he destroyed them. Look it up, Brian Scalabrine challenge. And he destroyed them, okay? So what I'm saying is that if somebody has a natural tenacity for intellectual activities, knowledge, and just a curiosity for life and problem solving, they have a higher likelihood of being good in IT, tech, or engineering. Okay, you have to be a self-starter if you don't have a degree. You have to be hungry, and I don't mean like Wolf of Wall Street making memes hungry. You say, oh, I want to live a lifestyle. No, I'm talking about you can be in the library studying all day, and boom, no big deal. You can be on your computer 12 to 16 hours a day. This is nothing for you. This is easy. This is your second home. So a lot of people think that, oh, I don't need a degree, so I can just do it. And I've seen so many people fail, man. So many people, and I don't mean to be an ageist or anything like that, but it's gonna get harder the older you are as well, you know. And the people that I've seen that don't have degrees, that are excelling, you know, making great money, having a great work-life balance, working from home, making six figures, just living good, you know. It's because that they're hungry, you know. They can have a problem, and if it's annoying them, they will work after hours to solve that problem, just because they have that tenacity to say, this problem is not going to beat me, that I am going to solve this issue. I don't have to get paid for this. I'm just doing it because I need to. And it's that type of personality that really does succeed in this game. And yeah, so like, do you need a degree? No, right? You don't, right? For top paying IT jobs, you don't, right? Like, you just don't. And you know, it shows that you can teach yourself, whether that's, you know, with DevOps, big data, information security, information system security, you know, chief architects, data architects, database guys, data scientists, network guys, web developing, which is kind of like a lost art. I mean, the process has been streamlined more so for the heavy web development stuff, where it's like a lot of like, you know, curated performance metrics and curated operations. Then you need a, you know, web development, you can do that, but it's kind of a dying art, what I've seen. Systems engineering, site reliability engineering, software. You know, you don't need one, but it helps, okay? Because remember, you're going against, if you want to work at one of these like tier 1 places, you're going against people that went to, you know, Harvard, MIT, Northwestern, USC, GIT, IIT, and places like this. So you're going to have a huge barrier to entry going against these people. But, you know, if you're naturally talented at it, which, you know, only probably 1% of you are, or 1% of people are, then yeah, then do it. You can. But I'm telling you, right, you know, to start, if you don't have a degree, hell, even if you do have a degree, I think that you should start in a help desk, desktop support environment, because then you get used to the operations of IT, engineering, tech. I'm a systems engineer, and you know, what I do is configure systems to manipulate data to make it go a certain way, and design of systems. And it was a long process, but I've always had a tenacity, and I taught myself, and I love it, you know. You know, even when I was on, even when I'm on salary, you know, if it means that if I have a problem to solve, I'll solve it, not because somebody told me to, but because I have that natural tenacity to want to solve it. So, you know, if this didn't bore you, I do appreciate that. But yeah, so to the synopsis is, you don't need one, but it helps, right? And if you don't have one, you will be, I would say you'll be judged. Depends where you are and where you go in the cultural outfit. But you're gonna have to perform, right? You're gonna have to perform at such a high level. You'll probably be stressed out, but that's the point. You're supposed to be able to think fast, think logically, and not crash systems. That's a big one, right? So I think that there's a lot of propaganda out there that make it seem like it's easy peasy, that you're gonna go from, you know, day one at a boot camp, then after 6 months you'll get a job making 100,000. This won't happen. They're lying. If you don't believe me, go to people that work in IT and tech that you actually know, not online faces that lie. People that you know, and ask them. Hey, can you ask the people? Do you know anybody who's actually went to a coding boot camp? They'll say, I don't, not really. Why? It takes experience overall. Experience trumps everything, and that's where you realize too. Hell, even if you have a degree and you don't have experience, it doesn't matter. They probably won't hire you. That's the crazy part too, as well. So I mean, I'm not really. So it helps, but it's not everything. I know a person. I know a first-hand account of a person I know who got their degree in CS, computer science. They're good, right? But they don't have like that hunger for IT. They did it because they thought they would make money. But he hasn't been able to get a job, and right now he's working at Best Buy. And it's not funny at all, but I'm just telling you that if you don't have the will, even with a degree or without, you won't succeed in this. Okay. Oh, also, it helps that if you can speak the corporate lingo, and you have a passion for it. People can see it in you if you like it. They can see it in you. But yeah, this guy, he's sad right now, and he's been sad for like a year or two. He's been working at Best Buy, but he has a degree in CS. Crazy, I know. But he hasn't been able to get a job, even in desktop support, help desk, even PC techs. That just shows you have to be motivated for it, like everything else. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Hey, I'm gonna give you more content about working in IT, tech, engineering, and probably more tech news as well. Yeah. I mean, if I find something that's interesting, I'll talk about it. All right. Thank you. Like, subscribe.